Indian Army Chief has sounded another POK warning to Pakistan after saying that Army is ready for any operation to regain POK. Army Chief General Rawat now claims that the Army has war-gamed any possible action in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir and has accordingly made plans for it. Shreya Dhondial with us on the phone line. Shreya, no longer is this limited to politicians, not just Rajnath Singh or Dr. Jitendra Singh, even Army Chief talking about what India is thinking vis-a-vis Pakistan-occupied Kashmir.
This is the government speaking in one voice. This was an interview that the Army Chief has given to the Economic Times, and he was asked a question on POK and the government's intent as far as POK is concerned. And he's saying we are ready. Essentially, what does war gamed mean? The Army at regular intervals conducts exercises. These are called war games. This essentially is a practice for what if we are ever in a warlike situation, what will we do? So it's planning for that, it's logistics for that, etc. So what the Army Chief is saying is we are ready. The 15 Corps and the 14 Corps, which means the Srinagar-based 15 Corps and the Leh-based 14 Corps, which share a border with Pakistan, they are fully prepared. They have practiced. There are war games that have been undertaken, and the plan is not just to defend yourself as far as the conventional war is concerned, but the plan is to defend yourself and probably cross into POK in an unconventional situation as well, because the Army Chief in the same interview is making it very clear that we don't expect a conventional war with Pakistan simply because Pakistan doesn't have the resources to conduct a conventional war. What we are expecting is a proxy war. We are ready, and as soon as the government gives us the signal, gives the Army the signal, we are ready to go across.
All right, Shreya Dhondial, thank you so much. So India making it very clear to Pakistan at the diplomatic level, at the bilateral level, at the level of our Army Chief that we are prepared to take on whatever plans Pakistan has after our decision on Kashmir. Now, talking about Prime Minister Narendra Modi, he's still there in the United States after taking Houston by storm. Prime Minister is off to a hectic week in New York. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will address the United Nations Climate Action Summit in New York today. The summit has been organized to meet the urgent need to address climate change and achieve the goals set in the Paris Agreement. Prime Minister Modi will be highlighting India's achievements related to environment and climate change. The UN Climate Action Summit is being held before the Second General Assembly of the International Solar Alliance, which was jointly launched by the Prime Minister and the President of France on the 30th of November 2015 in Paris. Now, backing India's fight against terrorism, US President Donald Trump vows India and America will together fight radical Islamic terrorism. After meeting Prime Minister Modi, Trump will meet Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan on the sidelines of the 74th session of the UN General Assembly around 10:30 p.m. today. Imran Khan will be addressing the UNGA on September 27th, has said that he will forcefully raise the issue of Jammu and Kashmir at the forum. Pakistan Foreign Office says that in his address, Imran Khan will share Pakistan's perspective and position on the Jammu and Kashmir dispute and its current human rights and related dimensions. Indian Prime Minister Modi is also scheduled to address the world body the same day. And there's more news coming in, and this is perhaps worrying for all the tourists and travellers. Thomas Cook, the world's oldest travel firm, has collapsed after last-minute negotiations failed on its £1.7 billion of debt, stranding 600,000 holidaymakers around the globe. The UK Civil Aviation Authority said the tour operator has ceased trading with immediate effect. The statement added that all bookings, including flights and holidays with the firm, have now been cancelled. The collapse has also triggered the biggest ever peacetime repatriation aimed at bringing the holidaymakers home. The tour operator's failure puts 22,000 jobs at risk worldwide, including 9,000 in the UK alone. Pictures posted on social media showed Thomas Cook planes being diverted away from the normal stands and being deserted as soon as they had landed.
This is a historic 178-year-old company, I think, and it's now gone under.
That's right. Thomas Cook has filed for bankruptcy protection. The steps are going to be taking place. They, of course, wanted to do this on Sunday night UK time so they could avoid the calamity that could hit the stock markets on Monday morning. So this will be triggering an effect whereby they'll be applying to go through the steps, to go through bankruptcy. But the biggest thing you're saying and pointing out there is that this is a huge deal for any tourist out there who has booked their vacation or their flight through Thomas Cook. This is leaving potentially 160,000 British nationals stranded overseas. The British government has confirmed to CNN that some aircraft are already being flown to holiday destinations as part of this operation, so British tourists can be brought back home starting from Monday.